Hello, Roosevelt. I'm Mrs. Avery, your principal.
And I'm Mrs. Schaefer, your family resource coordinator.
And it's 2021. Happy New Year.
2021? Oh my goodness. Do you have anything new to share for 2021?
Well, first of all, I have to say we are now in the second half of the school year, our second semester, and it is so nice to be back. But I also have some personal news to share, Mrs. Schaefer.
Personal news? What does personal mean?
Well, personal means it's just about me. It's not about school. It's not about being a principal. It's just something that has to do with me and my own life.
How exciting. What do you think it is?
Well, I'll tell you. We're having a baby. I am pregnant, and we are going to have a baby this spring. It'll be the third child in the Aber family.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. How exciting.
Thank you, Mrs. Schaefer.
Our principal is adding to her family a new Aber baby. I wonder if it's going to be a boy or girl. We'll all have to wait and see.
We will. We don't know yet.
Well, congratulations. We are all happy for you, aren't we?
Thank you, Mrs. Schaefer. We're really excited.
What do we have in store today?
Well, first of all, is there anything new with you?
Nothing major like you. Your news is very exciting. My son got a new puppy, so that's new-ish, but otherwise, just happy to be starting second semester.
You're adding to the family, too.
Okay. Yes, we have a puppy. Yes.
So students, we last year, or back in December, we asked you for some ideas of questions you wanted to ask us or activities for us to do. So today's video is all about you and your ideas. Thank you so much for sharing them. So Mrs. Spurlock, would you mind asking us a couple of the questions from our wonderful students?
I would love to. The first question comes from 4th grade in Mrs. Gallagher's class from Isabella Carmichael. And she would like to know, do you miss everyone from school?
Yes.
100% yes, Isabella. 100%.
Great question. But we still feel connected because we're hearing about all the wonderful things that you were doing in Zoom during the first semester. So keep it up.
The second question also comes from 4th grade from Mr. Johnson's class from Mallory Mossman. What is your very favorite book?
Ooh, Mallory, that's a tough one because I love to read, and there's not many books that I dislike. When my kids were young, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom was my absolute favorite. I also love The 100 Dresses. Oh, there's just so many to choose from. How about you?
Oh my goodness, right now I have so many books that are my favorites. I love cookbooks. I love reading children's books. We have this book at home, our children's favorite, The Red Ripe Strawberry, and it's all about trying to get this perfect strawberry. So those are probably a couple of my favorites, although there's too many to name.
There are too many to name.
All right, the next question comes to us from 2nd grade. Ryan Dulick wants to know, do you like salt and vinegar chips?
Great question, Ryan. I do like salt and vinegar chips, although I wouldn't say they're my favorite. I do love barbecue a little bit more.
Oh, Ryan, a man after my own heart. I don't like them. I love them. I love salt and vinegar, and one of the best things is no one else in my family likes them, so I could eat the whole bag if I wanted to.
Oh, that's great, Mrs. Schaefer.
I'll share with you, Ryan, if you like them.
We have another question from 2nd grade from Miss Smith's class from Harper. Harper Kerrigan wants to know, do you like hot chocolate?
I love hot chocolate, Harper. I drink it all the time, whether I add marshmallows or whipped cream. Can't go wrong. Great question, Harper.
That is a good question, Harper. And as you know, Mrs. Schaefer's a little weird. I don't like hot chocolate. But it's not just hot chocolate that I don't like. I don't really like hot liquids. I don't like soup. I don't like hot tea. But my husband loves chocolate, if that counts.
It sure does.
That's good. Great question, though, Harper.
Wow, these students ask the best questions. I can't wait to get more.
I know. It's exciting. And to learn more about you.
Likewise. So now we're going to move on to an activity. And this activity comes from...
This one comes from 4th grade from Samir Kula. And he wants to know, how do you draw an elephant?
Oh boy, Mrs. Schaefer, I don't know how to draw an elephant, but I think I can follow directions for drawing an elephant. What about you?
Well, I don't know how to draw an elephant, but I will try my best by following the directions. Do you by chance have any directions, Mrs. Spurlock?
So I do. I'm looking at a book, and the students can see behind you the pictures that I'm about to read. So you guys can follow along at home too. Grab a piece of paper and anything to draw with, and you can try to draw an elephant too. Are you ready? You have a question.
Well, I was going to say, let's not look at the screen behind us, Mrs. Aber. Let's just try and follow by what Mrs. Spurlock says.
I think that's great.
Okay.
And remember, be kind. We're going to do our best.
All right. Mrs. Aber and Mrs. Schaefer, the first step, it says draw an oval for the body first. Next, you're going to draw a circle for the head. Next, you can draw a line on the ground that the elephant can stand upon. Next, you need to draw a tusk near the bottom left of the head circle. Now you can add on the legs.
Oh, this is difficult, Mrs. Schaefer.
This is hard. Mrs. Schaefer isn't the most artistic person. I wish my daughter was here. She would knock this out of the ballpark. I bet some of you are.
The next few steps are all about the trunk. So the trunk flows off the head at the front, just like you'd want the back legs to in the previous stage. You want the mouth to start under the tusk and extend outside of the head circle.
Yikes.
Above the mouth is a cheek and eye. How many legs have you drawn on your elephants?
4.
Okay, great. Next, we're going to draw some ridges on the trunk. Like on the tip of his nose that looks like the lines on the trunk.
I can picture the wrinkles, but this is hard to draw.
This is very hard to draw.
Now, on your toes, imagine where the front of the elephant's foot would be, and you can add some toenails. Elephants have big, floppy ears. You can draw 2 ears on top of the head.
Two ears, huh?
Don't forget to add a tail.
What does a tail look like on an elephant, Mrs. Spurlock?
Well, they're kind of tiny and pointed, according to this picture.
Can't wait to see if mine looks even close to that picture.
Same.
You two are being very brave. I'm proud of both of you.
Thank you, Mrs. Spurlock.
That's all the steps. Now that you've outlined your elephant, feel free to color in the elephant and add some grass to your picture.
I'm afraid the grass may be the best part of my picture. But I'm trying my hardest and doing something new and having fun with a friend.
And it's okay to not be perfect.
I can't wait to see your elephants.
I can't wait to see the original picture, and I can't wait to see Mrs. Schaefer's elephant. This was really good practice for following directions, too.
It was. I'm afraid.
A little grass. And at home, if you have more time, you can draw other things in the background, too. Like trees.
And we'd love for you to bring them in to show us.
Oh, I'd love to see your elephant. Well, shall we show our elephants?
Mrs. Abers is pretty good.
I love yours, Mrs. Schaefer. Wow, you really added some detail, and I like how you made the trunk extra long and the ears extra big.
Mrs. Aber always finds the good in everything and something positive to say. Thank you very much. I think yours looks a little bit more like a true elephant, but I appreciate you finding something good in mine.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Schaefer. I can't wait to see your elephants too. Well, Roosevelt, we're going to sign off for now. Remember to always be the best version of yourself.